Introducing Riding the Wave of Transformation, an Unbridled Perspective on Leadership. Part 2, Exploring the 5 Dimensions of Leadership. Riding the wave of transformation requires a new perspective on leadership. Dive into our conversation about adapting leadership styles with the wisdom of horses. Which dimension resonates with you the most? Unpacking 5D Alive Leadership Lessons from Horse-Herd Dynamics. In this episode, we explore the 5 dimensions of leadership through the lens of horse-herd dynamics. Learn how observing horses can teach us about fluid and adaptive leadership styles, encompassing leading from the front, behind, the side, in the room, and from nowhere and anywhere. Discover practical insights on how each dimension plays a crucial role in effective leadership and reflects our ability to respond to the needs of the team and organization. Join us as we delve deeper into these innovative concepts and consider which leadership styles resonate most with you.
Okay, so we've talked about like vulnerability, authenticity, all that, but what about these 5 dimensions of leadership?
Yeah.
How do those tie into what we can learn from horses, especially those herd dynamics that she talks about?
Well, if you observe a horse herd, you'll see different leaders emerge in different situations. It's very fluid. One horse might be the protector, one might be the guide, and so on.
Right.
The alpha, if you will, is not static. It's shared based on the needs of the moment.
So then it's not about saying, like, I need to stick to this one leadership style, but instead be ready to adapt.
Right.
Based on the situation, the people involved.
That's a great way to put it. It's almost like each of these dimensions represents a different
facet of leadership?
Yeah.
Is that how she approaches it?
That's a great way to approach it, yeah. So let's break those down, shall we?
Starting with, she calls it leading from the front. What does that look like practically?
Well, this is your more traditional manager role. Think of the horse leading the herd, setting the pace, setting the direction. This leader is visible, decisive, provides structure, makes decisions. So they're the ones setting the strategy, driving the team towards a goal.
That's the image I think a lot of us have, right?
Exactly.
When we think leadership, we think of the person at the helm.
At the helm, steering the ship.
Steering the ship.
But it's just one dimension. And then there's leading from behind, which is where you act more as a coach or a visionary. So think about the horse at the back of the herd, gently guiding and encouraging the others forward. So this leader focuses on inspiring and empowering, communicating a shared vision.
So less about dictating, more about fostering this shared sense of purpose.
Shared purpose, collective motivation.
Okay.
And then we've got leading from beside. This is all about building strong relationships, nurturing well-being, fostering a sense of belonging within the team. So imagine the horse walking alongside another, offering support, making sure everyone feels included.
Okay.
So, empathy.
This is like the glue that holds the team together.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. The glue that holds the team together creates that safe and supportive environment where people can thrive.
So we've got leading from the front, leading from behind, leading from beside.
Okay.
What about these last two? Leading in the room and leading from nowhere and anywhere.
They do sound a little
more abstract.
A little bit more abstract, but just as crucial. So leading in the room is about being acutely aware of the energy and dynamics at play. So think about the horse that stands alert, observing the surroundings for any sign of danger. This leader is highly attuned, sensing subtle cues and shifts in the environment and adapts their approach accordingly.
Like they have that intuition of what's happening beneath the surface.
Reading the room.
Reading the room and then adjusting their behavior.
Maintain balance.
Create a sense of ease.
Then you've got leading from nowhere and anywhere.
That one really,
it's just,
I don't know, that one, how do you lead from nowhere?
Addressing what no longer serves the team or the organization. So it means making those tough decisions, sometimes disrupting the status quo, having the courage to let go of things that are no longer working, even if it was your idea in the first place, It requires a certain detachment from ego, right?
And the ability to prioritize the greater good over personal attachment to a project or an idea.
So having that clear vision of the future and then making the calls to get there, even if it means shaking things up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she uses this example of a project that's kind of gone off track.
Yeah.
A leader operating from nowhere and anywhere might be the one to say, you know what, we need to end this.
Right.
Even if they were the one championing it in the first place.
It's fascinating to me how these different dimensions really challenge this very traditional hierarchical view of leadership. It's much more fluid, adaptable, responsive to the needs of the team, the organization.
It reminds us that leadership isn't about holding a specific title or position. It's about the choices we make.
Right.
And how we show up.
How we show up in every interaction.
Exactly.
We'll continue our deep dive into 5D Alive leadership.
Okay.
Explore some real-life examples
Of these dimensions in action when we come back. But until then, I would encourage you to think about which of these leadership dimensions resonate most with you.
Yeah.
Which ones do you find yourself naturally embodying? And which ones might challenge you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit?
I like that.
And we'll delve into those questions when we return.
I hope you enjoyed the second part of the video introducing Riding the Wave of Transformation. In the next part of this video series, Part 3, Deep Dive into Alive Qualities, will we check your readiness to transform your leadership approach? Our following discussion explores the alive qualities, authenticity, listening, intentions, values, and energy, and their profound impact beyond work, extending into life.